Good morning. Just waiting for my Instagram peeps to hop on. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So, different day for me today. I have not had my shake yet, and I'm dying. I'm hungry. Normally, I've already had it. My tummy's mad at me. I'm filling up with water. I have a 9 a.m. appointment with my doctor for my annual physical. And normally what I do is I go to Quest like a week prior and get the blood work done, so then that way when I go to my appointment, him and I go over all the blood work. However, I did not do that because I figured when I go to my appointment with him, I would just have him do the blood work there. And then he'll just call me if there's a problem. If he doesn't call me, then my blood work's all perfect right down the middle like it always is. Thanks to my superfood shake and my healthy lifestyle, my blood work is usually straight down the middle, perfect, no problems. So fingers crossed, this is the same. I am going to have him look into my blood work to see if my body is going through the change of life because I've had some weird changes lately. But that's the only thing that I'm expecting him to call me on to tell me. But he always will send me my blood work or anything like that. So I figured when I go there, I could just have them do the blood work. I think they charge like $10. But you have to be fasted for your annual blood work. That way they look at your body without any food in it so they can check your sugar levels and all of those things. So good morning, guys. I see you hopping on. Hey, Becky. So with that being said, I did my normal morning routine, sat down with the kids when they had breakfast. Oh, it's so hard. I'm so hungry. My stomach is growling right now. And then part of me is like, screw it. Just drink your shake and have him write you a script and go to Quest like tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. But I could do it. But anyway, so I got back to doing my reading. Hey, Mom. Hey, Brooklyn. I got back to doing my reading. I've been bad. I haven't done a lot of my personal development. And I preach personal development, and it's so important. I have to say, though, I've done a little bit different personal development. I've gone on to listening to some motivation and stuff on YouTube. So I guess I can say I've done my personal development, but I haven't done my reading. Yay, I'm so happy it worked, Mom. Hey, Vicki. So, hey, Kimberly. So, for me, I like to sit down and read my book, which is so weird for me to say, and my mom's probably laughing right now, because I've never been one to read, ever. And yes, I have my Vans on, because I'm not going to be doing my workout until a little bit later today, and I might actually like that routine a little bit better. I've enjoyed my morning so far. I'm going to see how it is. I did the same thing. Well, yesterday I didn't do my workout until the evening time, which was a run. So we will see, but I'll do my doctor appointment. I'll come home, and I would have just had my shake because I'm going to see if they can do the blood work first, and then that way I can drink my shake at my appointment. It'll be nice and digested and come home and do my workout. But anyways, so I did my reading, and I'm reading my Self-Love Experiment book, which I absolutely love because today's reading was pretty spot on with a lot of things. How she was saying, like, maybe we need to change the word of it all instead of self-love to self-care. Because a lot of people take the self-love and they think it sounds weird. So they say self-care. And I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh, that's so spot on. Because some people are like, oh, self-love, that's so selfish and egotistical. But today she talked about something that I'm actually going to implement. I really liked the idea. And it's called a Me Matters List. And what this is it's a list of, she said she took a moment to think about what a perfect day would be for her. Things that she'd like to do, a perfect day. And she wrote them down. Working out, eating the right foods, being able to work from anywhere. So being office independent, where you can take your office and work anywhere. Like little things like that. For me, it would be taking walks, snuggling with my hubby at night, or doing talks with my hubby at night. Things like that. So, I loved the idea of making the me list. And she said that you have to take the thought of what everybody else thinks would be a perfect day for you And like if somebody said, what is your perfect day? Even if it doesn't align with what you do right now. Like if you could think of what your perfect day would be, to write down those things. And then she says she has one printed on her vision board, and then she has one printed that she carries in her purse that she can reflect to throughout the day to see if she's doing things that's coming off of her perfect day list and her Me Matters list. And the reason why she calls that a Me Matters list is because she's stating that by following this specific list, I'm actually going to look onto the list, but by following this specific list, it's doing self-love and self-care. I'm going to try to get to her list real quick just so I can read you a few things off of it. But she does say that self-care is an individual expression. It's not a one-size-fits-all. So self-care and self-love for me is going to be totally different than self-care and self-love for somebody else. And it's not just eating the right food and working out. It's everything. And she was also saying in this chapter how of course it was a mindset shift, and she had to be willing to make changes. It's one thing to say all the things you want to change, but you have to be willing to do that change. So here's her list. It says, I exercise daily with joy and excitement. I enjoy my food and choose foods that make me feel alive and vibrant, which is the mindset that I always tell you guys, food is fuel. I listen to my body and trust its guidance. I speak kindly to myself. I have daily cuddle sessions with my dog, Tucker. I go outside and play with the world, which for me, that's walking or running. I remove food guilt and cherish my food. I add more adventure into my life with travel. I am location independent. I can work and play from anywhere in the world. I am compassionate and kind to others and myself. Instead of asking what I can get, I ask what I can give. I am grateful and turn all my expectations into appreciation. And I meditate or do positive affirmations daily. So I absolutely love that idea of making that list. Then there was a saying here before flipping to the next chapter. It says, I deserve my own love and attention. I care and appreciate all of me. Because it is not egotistical to be happy and joyful every day. It is not egotistical to do self-care. I was just talking about this topic with my nail girl yesterday when I finally got my claws done. They needed it badly. And, which, yes, these are all mine. I get asked all the time. These are my nails. I put a thin layer of liquid gel over my nails. It's clear to help my nail strength. Because my nails have never been strong nails. Hi, Caroline. So you have to remember that self-care is a necessity. It's not an egotistical, selfish act. And self-care is different for everyone because what makes you joyful might not make me joyful at all. And what makes me joyful might not make you joyful. I love floating in my pool and reading. It's one of my favorite pastimes. So I'm thinking of rearranging my day to where I am done with my work at 11. And before I have lunch, I go on my raft, grab my Kindle, and read. And that's my reading time because that's what where I love to be. I can't right now because I have to wait 2 weeks with that healing. But, you know, I'm thinking about rearranging that because when I was reading that, I was thinking of things that I loved doing. And when you're thinking of your Me Matters list, you have to think of things that bring you joy. That's the purpose of this list, is to learn how to do self-care. So the first step in the self-love experiment is self-care. And the first step of that is to learn what makes you happy and what brings you joy. Like for me, spending quality time with my kids. So in the morning, we're all sitting around the table talking. At night, we eat dinner at the table talking. No phones. It's not quality time if we have our phones. That's what fills me with joy. Taking a nice walk with my son fills me with joy because we talk. Having some quiet time, no phone, no watch, reading brings me joy. Baking brings me joy. I don't remember the last time I baked something, but that brings me joy. So you have to think of the things that make your heart feel full. They bring you joy. They overflow your happy cup. You want to keep your happy cup and your joy cup completely overflowing. So here's one of the steps. I loved this Me Matters list. So I'm definitely going to work on mine. And I wanted to share it with you guys because it's the one thing I read the whole chapter. I try to read a chapter every day, and I've been bad about that. So I wanted to get back on it today. I have a new partner in my business that I'm working with. She's not on my specific team, but she's on a team that I'm a part of. You know, there's a big umbrella of our Fit Family team, and she's branched off to a different side of that team as I've branched off to a different side. But we've decided to team up and not so much hold each other accountable, but share with each other on how we're working our business and things we're doing with time management and things like that to help each other and to not feel alone in the business. Me and her clicked. We're very much alike. So I'm super excited about this partnership with her. And it's already made me feel more excited about the business. And one thing that I know I needed accountability on was getting my ass in the beanbag chair in the morning and reading at least one chapter. So I did it this morning. We just partnered up the other day. So I did it this morning. I sent her a screenshot. I texted her a screenshot that I was doing it, which held me accountable. So I want to get back to reading that chapter a day. And in that chapter, that was the one thing I took away from, was that self-love is not a one-size-fits-all. Self-care is not a one-size-fits-all. It's different for everybody. Everybody enjoys different things. I enjoy going to my nail appointment. Not because I'm getting my hands and feet done, but because that's giving me my time with my friend Lauren, who does my nails. I met her at the nail salon. It was almost like the universe brought us together because I didn't know anybody at the salon at that time. And I say a lot. And I just asked for, you know, the best nail tech with liquid gel nails. I got her. We clicked. We became great friends. So now I look forward to my nail appointment because that's our time twice a month that we get to catch up. We get to talk about things. If she's struggling with something, we talk about it. I help her. If I'm struggling, we talk about it. It helps me. So, I look forward to that. That is part of my self-care. That is something that brings me joy. I love face-to-face with people. Hence the reason why I love live. I feel like I'm face-to-face with you guys on a more personal level. And that's one of my favorite things is the people, the relationships. That's what brings me joy. So I'm definitely going to do this list. It's the main thing that stuck out to me today with my reading, and I wanted to share that with you guys. If you guys are feeling unfulfilled, if you're feeling like there needs to be something more, try this Me Matters list. Start with self-care, and this is the first step of that, learning what brings you joy first. Because once you have the self-care, once you're happy, once you're loving yourself, and you're doing all of these things, other things fall into place. You make better choices, better decisions, and you feel better about it. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.